Hey buddy, it's Victor. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. I hope your Thursdays are going off to a great start. We have a couple videos that are so close to 3,000 likes. Go check them out. They need some likes. Go give them some love. We can get that like streak counter back on track heading on into the brand new weekend. Here's your artwork slash meme slash infringement of the day. I'm not sure what they're trying to imply here, but title of the thread was "I know it's not just me," sent in by MageScuro97. And I mean, I don't know what this is from. I think it's from Balloons TD or something like that. But I don't know if I see any resemblance here. I mean, everyone's got a skull on fire, right? Surely not, right? Right? I don't know. It looks like a cool character, though. That's a game that I've been meaning to play, but honestly, I haven't tried any tower defense games in quite a long time. So thank you very much, Mage Skuro, and everybody upvoted that one. Ooh, we got growth hormones and terrible tears. C-Day's going to be Mike, November 8-9, AV. So we've got growth hormones and a really messed up beard on the right side of our face. Also starting off with the remote detonator, which gave us 5 bombs to play with, so we can do something like this. Knew the secret room was there just because I've just seen this room 100 times over, and also wanted to use the bomb just to clear out some of those flies that could be a little bit more annoying and a little bit more dangerous. 4.32 damage for our starting damage is pretty good. Obviously, our movement speed is going to be pretty decent as well to begin with anyway, but we're going to want to get some more pretty soon. Going to do that just to help us out here. We're going to get ourselves a nice little HP upgrade. So starting with 4 HP now is going to be a really, really strong start. We do have enough HP for me to consider going on in here. I'm actually not going to take the Soul Heart yet because obviously I want to preserve the Soul Heart for the next floor so we can sort of save ourselves from taking any damage and get that all-important Devil Deal. I will say that I did lay down some vocals, so my voice is a little bit weaker today. I should be okay, but I'm hoping that I'm hoping that we can hold out. We'll see. We shall see. I know that the last couple of weeks is Victor's talking about his voice again. Hey, look, it's what I'm using what my mama gave me, all right? And this is what I use to literally feed myself. So I got to be pretty conscious about keeping my voice safe, especially after what happened to Husky and everything. He wasn't as self-conscious about his voice earlier in his career, and look where that got him now. So he's got to be more conscious about that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the same as well. A champion belt here, which is gonna be fantastic for our damage. 1.26 damage now, and I don't like dinging the donation machine, but we're going to do it now just because it needs the money, and obviously I'm not going to turn down a champion belt upgrade. Hopefully we'll get some good tiers up soon. But yeah, 5.58 damage now is a real solid start. We got a little Chad to help give us some kisses as well. Thank you, little Chad. And already champion belt's starting to pay off here with all these champions. And this is actually a good thing. And I've talked about this before about how champion belt is kind of in a weird way. In a weird way. It's a little bit of it's almost like a consumable generator. Because obviously if you're getting a bunch of champions, they're going to be spawning like, keys and bombs and that sort of thing. And that can be used to your advantage. We can get a coin here and there. We can get a pill here and there. We can get, well, I mean, not pills, but we can get a, soul heart here and there. So good stuff can happen from champions. We're still going on this very long first floor. It's been quite the journey this week. We've had lots of just crazy runs. I think that with the way that things have been going lately, I'm anticipating us to have a bad run soon. Now, I'm not going to say that it's going to be this run, of course. No. And of course, I would hope that it wouldn't be. This looks like we're going to get another soul heart here from Famine. I did decide to use my last bomb on him. Hoping we can push him to phase 2, and there we go. We need to go back and go get that soul heart inside of the curse room as well. We should be getting another soul heart here from Blue Famine, as well as a orbital. There we go. All right, so let's go back and let's go get the soul heart from the curse room there. This is going to ding us for half of a soul because we do not have the full heart to get out of there, or we don't have the movement speed to get out of there in time. But what we do have is another soul heart over here from Blue Famine, which is actually going to refill the black heart first and then give us a half blue soul heart. So very good trade there, and yeah, really strong start. All right, so the game plan here is obviously going to be getting that devil deal. Hopefully we get a tears up. Obviously the cube of meat is not really going to be all that helpful because, you know, orbitals and that sort of thing. But is it better than like D-Bizzle? Is it better than like a range upgrade? I mean, I guess kind of, if you want to think of it that way. You know, range upgrade couldn't really do that for us. They get the blanket, which is going to give us a nice little cushion here inside of the boss room. Of course, it's going to be able to give us that holy. I almost said holy spider as I was looking at it. The holy mantle effect inside of the boss room. Also give us a nice soul heart on acquisition. This little cheeky move there that I did with that trite. Let's go back and blow up this tinted rock. Maybe get ourselves a good old-fashioned soul heart. Yeah, we get some money from it as well, thanks to that fool's gold rock. And really, when we're starting off with this amount of HP, like there's really not a whole lot to say. You know, our survivability is going to be greatly tied to our DPS, and right now, excuse me, right now, I will say that our DPS is okay. 2.04 tiers is really not that great, but here's to hoping that we get a good tears up or something inside either the boss room or the devil deal, something like that. 2 wooden chests here, going to give us a whole lot of nothing. Gonna be Ragman. Ragman. Okay, well, we did need to take a double hit there. I expected 1, but not 2, so take a little Brimmy, absolutely take Abadabba Ding Dong for the damage and as well as movement speed. And yeah, that was a really dumb way to lose your soul heart, or that was a dumb way, I should say, to lose your holy mantle there by hitting ourselves with not kamikaze, the remote detonator. Surprised the secret room is not there, actually. It has to be there. I thought I tried that and it wasn't. If we get a bomb, we'll definitely check it out. We only have 1 key, so we can't get into the vault. Yes, technically speaking, it could be over here next to the vault. Nope. It's definitely below here. I must have missed the mark, that bomb or something, because there's no way the secret room's not below this room. There's no way. Yeah. I could have swore that I tried that wall and it didn't show up. Maybe I'm thinking of the last floor. Either way, I am going to go in the curse room here because it is the skinny curse room. These tend to have a soul heart at least in here. Hopefully we can get a double key, maybe get into the vault. The temperance machine, okay. Temperance machine's not going to help us out right now, but it might help us out in the future if we get our red hearts back. And we do get a tears up from Binky, and that's going to be huge for us. Not only does that give us a soul heart back, but also, of course, gives us that really, really important tears up. We increase our tears rate by about 33%. Curse the Unknown. This, of course, is going to bring us to last week's question of the episode. It was on the one item to rule them all episode, which, by the way, I don't know if I saw anyone talking about the art for that one that Alex did, but we basically used the Frodo Baggins promo card from the newest Lord of the Rings set as our inspiration. I sent that to him. I was like, hey, do this, but with Sumptorium. He was like, all right. And we did it, and it looked really awesome. So, question of the episode last week, since YouTube ate the original one, was your take on Sumptorium? Just simple as that. What is your take on Sumptorium? Obviously, an item that I'm very, very, very fond of, and rank very highly as well. I do believe that it is a true S rank tier item that can just carry you through basically the entire game. The most top rated comment there was from I'm gonna say Itzen. Itzen. 1796. They said it allows you an easy win without changing your stats or tier effects, which makes it one of the most powerful effects and items in the game. Of course, it can kill you if you're not careful with it, but overall, it's really good. Yeah, that is an aspect that a lot of people don't really kind of think about, including myself. I kind of take it for granted. The fact that Sumptorium does indeed cost hearts, and it is a little bit dangerous. I mean, there's a little bit of a a danger factor to it, as we see our third 2x2 room. But I do agree that it can be deceptively dangerous. If you know what you're doing, obviously it's not going to be that big of a deal. But you do need to be a little bit cautious whenever you're using it. Just you can't be using it all willy-nilly style. No. And another upvoted was from Ronnie J 5401, and they said it's honestly surprising that it has been nerfed. Absolutely nuts item, and I agree with that as well. I mean, it's out of all the nerfs that we've seen for items that like won't necessarily warrant a nerf. The fact that Sumptorium has gone untouched so far is quite hilarious. What's also hilarious is us using the Anarchist Cookbook with the remote detonator. Unfortunately, we can't carry both at the same time, but if you were able to do so, you'd be able to actually to detonate them whenever you wanted to, instead of them going off just by themselves. Obviously, with all these champions flying around, we got to be a little bit cautious. And I'd love to get into the store. We've got plenty of money. Gonna go fight Bombino here. There you go. You know what? Try that on for size, Bombino. We got knocked into that bomb thanks to Bombino. That was quite the chain of events there. There goes Bumbo. And we're going to get another Tears Up here with Squeezy. 2 soul hearts. Bring us now to 3.56 tears per second. And we're starting to look pretty solid. Of course, we also got the Mysterious Liquid, which is one of my favorite tier effects in the game. Very underrated, I would say, tier effect as well. Now, we've talked about how good Mysterious Liquid can be, especially for downing bosses that don't move a whole lot. And, you know, they do deal a really respectable amount of damage. We got to be careful because our creep does our creep does get overwritten by the green bomb fly there. But either way, we're able to dispatch that one. Let's go all the way back. And I would say so far the champion belt, not gamble, but the champion belt acquisition definitely paid off. Also, look at the size of this friggin' map. It is huge. This is a monstrous map. I'm gonna go for it to see if maybe we can create a bridge here. And you failed miserably. Thank you, Anarchist Cookbook. Well done. I'm real happy for you. One's habit's kind of whatever. It doesn't really help us that much here with us having the Anarchist Cookbook. We're going to buy out the shop, though, and we got a Judgment card, which we can use probably on the next floor. Hopefully it's not a Demon Judgment, but the reason why we're going to use it on the next floor is because we can bomb it at the very least and get ourselves a little bit of a higher chance for a Devil Deal, since we didn't get one on floor 3. Hopefully we can get one on floor 4. Of course, that is going to bring us up to 73%, but the risk I'm willing to take. Curse the Lost. And finally, the third most upvoted comment on last week's episode was from Kevin Schottel, 45, who said, I think it's a really strong active, and at least in my opinion, it makes the run more fun, especially if you have a crazy amount of Claudies and good tier effects as well. And I do agree with that. You know, Sumptorium is just, I mean, what can you say about it? I mean, I literally asked you all what you could say about it. It just does everything that you would ever want. You know, it completely negates the need for tier effects. It completely negates any sort of like damage requirements that you would require to get through like some early portions of the game if you get it early enough. This is all assuming, of course, that you have the HP to actually fund the Sumptorium usage. Counterfeit Penny is so good. I am going to use a bomb here, even though I really shouldn't, just in case we get a nickel. Okay, well, we got I think 2 extra cents there. I can't believe that bomb didn't hit the other keepers there. I really lean on Little Brimmy here to take care of these chub mobs. Not going to go in the curse room quite yet. I don't know exactly how much HP we're going to need for this Devil Deal. There's a golden key in there, which I wouldn't mind getting if we can somehow finagle a bomb to blow it out for us, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Mega Bean is mega bad. Although, I guess it's technically kind of better than Anarchist Cookbook because at least it can freeze things and stuff for us. Plus, if the fissure actually hits, it does deal a decent amount of damage. Counterfeit Penny went ham over there. We got a bunch of extra cents. There's only 8 cents in that room, and we ended up getting 12. Ended up picking Steam Sale as well. Mega Bean, by the way, does freeze bosses, so if we can utilize that to the fullest extent while they're on top of the Mysterious Liquid, that's going to be a lot of extra DPS. Of course, it is Curse of Loss, so I don't know exactly how soon we're going to be seeing boss room, and it's right here, of course. You get that golden key. I think the secret room is there. I'm not 100% sure, though. I'm going to play this Judgment just because it's pretty much impossible for us not to get a payout here. We can go in the Curse room, I guess, to go get another charge on the Mega Bean, and we're just going to not even talk about that item. Actually, no, the secret room's right there. It's a Nun's Habit giving us the extra charge. Okay, so the plan is to get some creep down with Mysterious Liquid and then use Mega Bean. Unless, of course, we fight an enemy that's in the air, then it doesn't really matter what we do with it. And down he goes. Ag Mega got poisoned like crazy by Mega Bean. HP upgrade. Safety Scissors. I mean, we can go use the Anarchist Cookbook real quick with it. Does not keep her sack. That is black powder. I think Gimpy is going to be a good call here. And we're going to walk all the way back and go use the Anarchist Cookbook to get 6 free bombs. I think that that's a good use of it there. Then we can use that to get into the secret room, and then who knows what that's going to lead to. Anarchist Cookbook. Got the Safety Scissors, so these troll bombs will just turn into regular bombs. We know that the secret room is, I think, right there. Let me go double check again real quick. It's got to be there. Oh, it can't be there. Oh, that's right. It's near, it's where that golden coin is. Or golden key, I should say. Right, meow. Yeah, we've already been in here. All right, so there we go. I think I'm going to go back and pick up the... I'm going to stick with the Counterfeit Penny just because we do have Steam Sale, and if we end up getting something like, say, I don't know, the membership card, this money's going to go a long way with Steam Sale. So yeah, I think Counterfeit Penny is just a little bit better here. Definitely bomb this charge beggar here just for a nice 8.8% upgrade on our devil deal. The special beggars always count for more towards the devil deal percentage than regular judgments. Always keep that in mind. Need to boost that either angel deal or devil deal chance. Definitely look out for those special beggars because they're worth it. Now, obviously, you can't bomb the bomb beggar, as I would not recommend that. Little poison effect there from Mega Bean. Haven't really taken a whole lot of damage in this run quite yet, and I'm happy about that. Which is a little bit surprising considering that our movement speed still is not exactly what I would say is ideal. 1.29 is still very good. Secret room's got to be here. there's a super greed inside of the secret room. Again, with a counterfeit penny, all these pennies potentially are worth double, which is really, really huge. That's the luck upgrade there as well, bringing our luck to over 1. Chub. Take the random soul hearts too. Keep the gifts coming, game. Probably worth using 2 bombs to get over there. We'll see. My God. It was really leaping up there. Do it. An eternal heart, I'll take it. See, the poison effect actually from Mega Bean is also still not that bad either. What we use to kill Rag Mega pretty much exclusively. Absolutely hate this room. So we get red stew, and we also get a school bag. Not going to take red stew yet because we still need to go find our item room, and we don't want to just be wasting the red stew charges while backtracking and then forward tracking again. Have a key. Necesito llave. Now I would say it's definitely worth going back and using the 2 bombs to get these this chest over here. Obviously, boss rush is not going to happen. Plus, this is actually technically free because those bombs are sitting right there anyway. Get the cancer trinket. So cancer is going to bring our tears rate up by 1, and if we end up getting, like, say, mom's box of friends, or not box of friends, sorry, the mom's box, or anything that brings our tears cap above. What the soft cap is, which is 5. Cancer will actually break the tears cap, which is nice. Get a whole bunch of keys. Go back in the item room. Again, I'm not going to take the red stew until after we're already on our way to the boss. And obviously, since this is full clear, we know that that's only one way from here. Depression's pretty bad. All I can say about that. I mean, it's not depression follows you around and stuff, so like it does things, but overall it's just not like an exciting item. End up taking red stew here. Red stew is going to give us a full heal, but on top of that also give us a stacking damage buff, which is going to slowly decay, actually rapidly decay over time, but every time we kill an enemy we actually gain stacks on it, so go figure on that. So the idea here is to really try to get as many kills as possible while extending that damage buff often and as long as we can. There we go. Got the poison there on Reap Creep. We're actually causing him to skip all the phases here. They only got 1 attack off, and down they go. We get a regular HP upgrade, and we'll head on down. Got enough HP for me to go check to see what's inside of here real quick. Almost got me, game. We get the M trinket. Now, M is interesting here, but it's not better than cancer. I wouldn't mind getting rid of Mega Bean, just because Mega Bean's just... I mean, Mega Bean's been doing his job. I'm not going to talk trash about Mega Bean. Mega Bean, you alright. You alright. Secret room might be above the boss trap room. Go check real quick. It is not. You know it because it does not spawn off of that room. And look at all these friggin' champions, man. They're everywhere. The Eternal Globe, and this is the Eternal D-Sizzle. And that's going to give us that's going to basically give us a reroll at the cost of possibly our our item pedestals. Basically what the loss starts with. The Mom school bag, or the school bag I should say, definitely paying off for us as we're going to get Hive Mind as well as Humbling Bundada. I had to use a key here just so, I mean, it's free, plus we might be able to get something out of this slot machine, which we did not. I'm stuck. That was weird how Isaac kind of moved downward instead of walking. Instead of walking straight. He like moved downward on that little corner there. Give ourselves a little bit of a bomb. We're not gonna get a full charge, unfortunately, on Mega Bean. Now, as far as the Eternal D6 goes, it's an item that I'm not a huge fan of because I don't like losing item pedestals for something that like I can get with guaranteed results like the D6 or like, you know, a dice shard or even the D100. I take the negative here just for more damage. Our red stew buff is still going, and we get Krampus. The Krampus absolutely worth the reroll. Actually, no, I'm going to take Head of Krampus. I'm going to reroll Mega Bean, and we get Backstabber. Yo. Big time Eternal D6 plays. A very interesting day today. This is one of the few times where like me having a house actually was kind of needed for the family. Mama Victa, unfortunately, they lost power tonight. Like she scared. First off, she scared the hell out of me because she called me at midnight and right past midnight, and Mama Victa is not ever up around this time, so especially calling me, so I was really worried. Thankfully it wasn't an emergency or anything like that. She just told me that they lost power, and she asked me if they could come over, and I said yeah, sure, that's, you know, of course, it's no problem. So Mama Victa came over, and you know, it feels, I don't know, it's a weirdly satisfying feeling to know that like I have shelter, that I can help out my family when needed, you know, because we live our lives for the majority of our early life anyway, even to our midlife, where, you know, we're used to our parents kind of like taking care of us and sheltering us and providing for us. So it's a neat feeling to be able to be like, hey, you know what, my house came in handy. I actually helped. You know, it's like when we had that freeze a couple years ago, and Papa Victa and Daisy had to stay here along with my girlfriend at the time. They had to stay here because they had no power. Like, it was like, you know, deathly cold outside, and it was freezing, and, you know, dangerous too, really, for animals and humans. And that was also a similar feeling. I was like, wow, man, my house actually like sheltered my family. Like, it's so, I don't know, it's a weirdly satisfying feeling. I just wanted to share that because it's part of as much of the importance is there for me to be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to do that at all without you guys and gals here on YouTube. Supporting the channel, watching the videos, leaving comments, all that stuff. This truly is the house that the Mosh Pit built. And, you know, I'll never, ever take advantage of that. I've said it for many, many years, and maintain it, man. We can actually get Dark Prince's crown here, but is it worth... no. Little Horn is worth, however. Especially with this tears rate, we're going to need those procs. Isaac and the YouTube channel not only forever changed my life, whatever my life was going to be, changed it as well as my family's lives as well. That's just the God's honest truth. I would not be here without the mosh pit. I don't know what I'd be doing. I'm sure I'd be very not happy doing whatever I was supposed to be doing at this time in my life. And whatever, that's one thing that, say what you will about J.J. Abrams, the first Star Trek movie is great. I don't care what anyone says. In fact, I enjoyed all the Star Trek movies, all the remakes and stuff. Like they were good. And one of my favorite quotes from that was from, I think it was Leonard Nimoy, it may have been, it was Spock. It was either Zachary Quinto or it was Leonard Nimoy. Anyway, it was Spock who said, "Whatever our lives were supposed to be now are not anymore." And the course of our fates are forever changed. Blah 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 blah. Without spoilers. And I've always kind of dug that. It's a really neat way to say, like, hey, it's ever changing. We don't know what we were meant to do. I don't know what I was meant to do with this life. I don't know if I was supposed to be a YouTuber. I don't know if I was supposed to be playing The Binding of Isaac and other video games for the entertainment of others. Hard to say. Need to do another full clear here. What I do know is that I would not be in the position that I am right now and be able to take care of Mama Victa, my family, whoever needs it, without your support here on YouTube and on Twitch and Patreon. And it is my job. This is what I've chosen to do. Halfway chosen, but also halfway given is what I say. Find another dead end. How does he do it? And I think about, I have to pay Mark, who's in the band. I pay him directly. Those are just direct contributions from Patreon. Of course, Patreon doesn't cover everything, but Patreon covers a little bit, helps out. But the majority of that comes from Twitch subs and YouTube revenue. And he's able to also sort of support his family based on our salary. I don't pay him, I can't afford to pay him a lot of money, but it's a decent amount of money. It definitely helps him out. So, it's, the Mosh Pit helps out more than just my family and myself. It's a lot of people. A lot of people that you guys and gals make this worthwhile for every single day. And I'm very fortunate to be in that position. Man, these devil deals have sucked. I forgot to re-roll! Totally forgot that I had the Eternal Desizzle. And that doesn't surprise me because, like, obviously, school bag is not an item that I usually carry, so I'm forgiving myself, even if no one else will. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling too confident with this build. We don't have an incredible amount of DPS anymore. Our damage after Red Stew is long gone. And really what this is gonna come down to is our ability to survive. Here in Backstabber is also, of course, Backstabber and the Mysterious Liquid combo once again are gonna have to sort of prop us up. We might get a damage upgrade here. We did. Look at that. Well, Magdalen's not going to do what we want. We got to be careful of those fear effects. Madden's a good item, but man, those fear effects are really, really, really bad. Luckily, Dark One ended up killing himself thanks to running while bleeding. Why that became a correlation in video games, I'm not sure, but hey, I'll take it. According to video game logic, if you're bleeding and you run or move, you will bleed faster. Which I guess in a weird way kind of makes sense, because like if you're like moving a lot while you're bleeding and like it's causing your heart rate to go up, like if you're running or something, maybe that's where that came from, but I don't know. Feels like a stretch. Hey, I mean, hey, look, I'm not a doctor. Yeah, we pretty much have to play this fortune telling machine. Skull over here. There's. Now look, game, I have 99 cents here. I'm not afraid to use every single one of these to get some soul hearts, all right? We've had way too many Curse of the Unknowns. I have no idea how much HP I have. We started at 99 cents. That's all I'm going to say. How long it takes us to get to where we want to go is up to you. We got the crystal ball. I'm gonna use the crystal ball and hold on to the crystal ball. I'm gonna re-roll the head of Krampus, I guess, and we get enough love. All right, so we got crystal ball, which is good. Let's go back and check out this secret room real fast. Excuse me? This can give us a soul heart, and it did. So crystal ball is one of my favorite items in the game. Obviously, it gives us full mapping guaranteed as long as we have a not Curse of the Lost. And then it can either spawn a soul heart or it can spawn a tarot card, which can also give you soul hearts. Really hate this room. Now, if I really wanted to, I could have used Little Horn and just blown those statues away. But I don't have that kind of patience. We're gonna do this again, huh? I need to get that meme of, you know, when it's like if the world never discovered, like, you know, something common that we use, like plastics or something, and it shows like that futuristic 2020 like utopian clean world. I need that meme, except the world if the Binding of Isaac Repentance didn't have enemies that just directly ran right towards you and exploded. That's my meme of the day. And we are not looking good on HP here, so we got to be real careful. Sack altar, blood, forget me now. Sack altar is tempting, but we are using Little Chad and Little Brimmy quite a bit. Gonna take a risk here. Lost all of them. Contract from below and Demon Judgment, and we lost 3 items. Sorry, 4 items. Yep. Eternal D6, everybody. That is the Eternal D6. Ooh boy. So it's about to get not great. We got exactly, literally, in fact, we lost HP from the dark chest, so that is about as bad as it gets in terms of rerolls. Wow, I am shocked that it took that many items. But 3 or 4 items that are just straight up just consumed. One go. Thankfully, we had that world card, so we're going to at least know where we're supposed to go anyway. First card does absolutely nothing for us. These shots that these polycephalises are making are actually incredible. It's like actually unreal how some of those shots were just pinpoint. I don't know why I'm bothered re-rolling, because we're not gonna be able to take them anyway unless it's like super bandage or something. So this is going to come down to A, not dying, and B, Backstabber and Mysterious Liquid. Now we're really missing little Brimmy here. But that's the price you pay. It's risk versus reward. We are going to get one more charge on the crystal ball. And again, the world, if we didn't have enemies that just charged towards Isaac and exploded, would be such a cleaner, better world. Dad, and you're kind of freaking me out here. We might as well go back and re-roll one more time. It's kind of unreal that we're in this spot at this point. So all we gotta do is beat Lamb on 1 HP. That's, you know, easy peasy, right? On 1.5 HP, easy peasy, right? I'm still gonna treat it like we had 1 HP. Mysterious Liquid won't really come into play until now. Actual good fear by Abaddon. Wow, okay. Pretty sure I saw some of those shots turn a complete 180, but hey, who's counting? Good D-Bizzle go. Yeah, what's the big deal? No, I think we're gonna call it there. So thank you for watching, everybody. Here's your question of the day. I was so into it, I didn't even consider it. What is your favorite on-hit tier effect in the game? Is it Backstabber? Is it Mysterious Liquid? Maybe it's Holy Shot? Post in the comments down below. Remember, the top 3 upvoted comments will be read on next Thursday's video. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. As always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Lurie Cuneo, Steve with a Lisp, and G Ben Gaijing. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at Patreon. patreon.com/Sinvicta.